Well, Netflix has finally announced that season 2 is coming for Wednesday. And I say finally announced because literally that is the title of at least one or two articles that are covering this, because it should have been announced a while ago. Now, the rumor is that Amazon was kind of poking at Netflix a little bit and wanted a little bit more of a kickback for the show. If there's anything true to that or not, I don't know. But that is the rumor that was floating around. It makes sense because, as I said before, Amazon owns MGM. MGM owns the rights to the Addams Family. So it is something that could have happened. If that actually went down, though, the only thing we'll ever find out is if someone comes out and says anything. But at this time, whatever issues there may or may not have been had there have been potentially resolved because they announced finally that season 2 is coming. Should have been announced a while ago, but it's coming. And I'm not surprised. The show is a massive hit. So big, in fact, that it's been getting targeted by the usual suspects. People are going after the actress. I did a video on that yesterday. They're going after her now, trying to call her the next West, which is ridiculous. She's absolutely not. But they're, of course, always going to go after who's on the top, because people on the bottom are always mad at people on the top. And that's just the way it's always been. But to show you just how big of a hit this show is, they actually did release a trailer for it over on the actual Netflix account. And within 22 hours, it's already at 3.6 million views, with 219,000 likes to 4.6K dislikes, which is pretty good. I'm surprised it's not trending. This is actually kind of a funny trailer. They took all of the stuff like this dance, and they're talking about did this dance that got replicated millions of times. Like this dance that she did was huge. Everyone was doing it on TikTok and in the YouTube shorts. You could see it all the time. Everybody dancing like Wednesday Addams. When stuff like that happens, it shows you that, it touches culture, which kind of puts it up to another level. So 3.6 million views within 22 hours. I'd say that Netflix is probably pretty damn happy with that response. This was one of the biggest shows they'd ever had. I think it is the biggest show that they've ever had, actually. And I get it. It makes sense. I think it does a lot of Harry Potter-ish things that people like. It's got just the right amount of CW in it to bring in the teens. I think there's a lot of stuff here that works, and that's why people like it so much. It's also why people are going to attack it. They've been making demands. They demand that Wednesday and her roommate become lovers because, 2 men, 2 women, they can't just be friends anymore. If they're hanging out and close, they got to be fucking. So that's the world we live in now. So this show, a success. Another success, actually, is this M3GAN movie. It's already made its money back. M3GAN making moolah with $26 million plus Avatar: The Way of Water to cross $500 million at domestic box office. So I've looked into this movie a little bit more. Watched a couple reviews. Drunk 3PO did a review on it and called it amazing. I think I'm going to check it out, actually. I haven't been in the movies in a long time. People will say, well, go see Avatar. Listen, Avatar's 3-hour something movie. I don't feel like, combined with the drive there and back, tying up 4 to 5 hours of my day for Avatar: The Way of Water. M3GAN, I'm just guessing. I didn't look it up. It's probably a 90-minute movie, something like that. It's a horror movie. They're usually not that long. I don't like sitting in the theater for 3 hours. It's very rare that I'll do that. It's got to be something like Batman or Lord of the Rings to get me to sit in a theater for 3 hours. So Avatar, I will watch it when it comes to streaming, where I can pause it. But until then, I just don't want to go to the theaters for it. M3GAN, I will go to the theaters for because it's not going to take half of the day for an investment to see it. This movie cost $12 million, by the way, which when you look at the bloat that Hollywood has been putting out, it's impressive that people can still do movies like this and make money. And I guess there's a lot of practical effects in here, too, which I like. So this was a $12 million movie. It's already made $26 million. Now, that is how you make shit. That's how you do it. So that's success. I mean, that's a lot of... That movie's going to make a ton of money. I don't know how this... I was curious about this Tom Hanks movie, too. Yeah, here it is. Popping into the top 5 and 4th place is Sony's limited release of A Man Called Otto, which goes from 4 theaters in NYC and LA to 637 sites for an estimated Friday of 1.2 million and 3.4 million. What is with this limited release? Is that going to Netflix or something? Black Panther made $900,000 for a 3-day of 3.1. That's what they're saying. And Babylon, my favorite train wreck. The third weekend of Babylon from Paramount C2 is in 6th place with a Friday of 400,000. That's down 57% from a week ago, where it made 1.3 million for its 3 days, for a running total of by Sunday of 13.4 million. That is sad. You know why that's sad? Because that movie cost $250 million to make. That's why it's sad. $250 million to make that movie, and the total amount running as of right now is $13.4 million. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. So, box office doing that bad. I saw some interesting articles about how bad the box office is right now, like how down it is. People are willing to go see Avatars, but they're not willing to go see other movies. So, I don't know. I think I could suggest M3GAN, though. I was looking at the Rotten Tomatoes. Critics are giving it a 94% fresh. I know that doesn't matter that much, but the audiences seem to like it. It's sitting at 79% right now, which is still pretty good if you think about it. 79% is high. It could either go up or down, 75 to 85. I don't think it would be that drastic. It's not like this is some kind of culture movie. This is just a movie that it looks like it's just trying to entertain people. And I definitely appreciate that. But most of the reviews are pretty good. And I'm usually not big on PG-13 movies that are horror. But I guess there's an R-rated version coming out too. So I don't know. I think I'm going to check it out. I've heard from enough people that it's actually pretty good. So cheers to M3GAN. Cheers to Wednesday fans. Cheers to, well, no, not cheers. Thumbs down to Babylon for failing so beautifully with all of its star power. I think that's hilarious. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble, my locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.